Good morning, students. This video is for class 6 science, and today we will discuss the last topic of this chapter, health and hygiene, that is waste disposal. That means how to get rid. Disposal means getting rid of your things, getting rid of something which you actually don't want. So how to dispose, how to get rid of the waste that is created in the house, or maybe it is created in the factories or created in the environment. So how to get rid of this? Effective disposal of waste is necessary to maintain a clean community. So you should know proper method to get rid of this waste. You cannot throw the waste here and there and then you expect the environment to be clean. So to keep the environment clean, to keep the community clean, you have to dispose this waste in a proper way. Civic bodies, that means the government bodies that are the representative of government bodies that you have in your localities, like the municipality, the panchayat, or maybe municipal corporation, they ensure that waste generated from house and industries is disposed of properly. That means the representative of the government, they are responsible for proper disposing of the waste that is created in the industries as well as in the house. Following are some of the commonly practiced waste disposal method. So they have given you few commonly disposal methods how we can get rid of the waste. First is dumping. Solid garbages is dumped in the low-lying lands which are far away from the urban areas. That means the developed areas, you collect this solid waste and you go far away where the area is low. In comparison to the urban areas, the land is low, and then you throw those solid waste into that, and then you dump it. And then these lands are covered with soil and sand. So where there is low lying area, they throw these solid garbages and they cover it with sand and soil, and left undisturbed for many years, and they don't dig or they don't do anything after covering it with soil or sand for many years. Later, these lands develop into public utility areas like mall, park, etc. After that, when these lands become tightened enough by the pressure of the soil or the sand, in these areas, the government prepares or construct malls or maybe parks and all. The next is composting. So the first was dumping. The second is composting. This is a cost-effective and environment-friendly method of waste disposal. Compost is prepared by digging pit and that are filled with waste food, garden trash, paper, pet waste, coffee gardens, grounds, agricultural waste, and animal waste, etc. Especially, they dig holes, they remove soil, they dig, and then in that what they do, they put this waste disposal which are biodegradable, means which get mixed with the soil, and after that when this gets rotten and this waste turn into manure or fertilizer, and this after that they take this fertilizer waste product which is used as fertilizer and they provide in the cultivating ground. These pits are then covered with soil and left for some time. The waste is decomposed by the microorganism. That means the very small organism, bacteria and algae and all that, they feed on them and they decompose this. Earthworm added to these pits can speed up the decomposition process. So if earthworm is added to this pit, if you keep earthworm, they will increase the speed of decomposition. And then this method is known as vermicomposting. This waste material, this biodegradable waste is taken and then it is used in the cultivating grounds. The next is sewage treatment. Solid waste and other impurities in the sewage are removed and treated by different methods to obtain purified potable water in sewage treatment plants. So, if the water is impure, if there are solid waste mixed in that, or if there are impurities mixed in the water, so these waters are purified by going through various methods. Number one is primary treatment, involves removal of heavy waste solid. So first from that water we remove the solid waste from that. After that, in the secondary treatment, it involves adding of microorganism and dissolving the suspended particles. That means if there are any particles that is left over, we add microorganism to that, and that microorganism feeds on that solid leftover particles, and then it is further moved into the third level. The tertiary treatment, that is the final level, involves the removal of residual waste and disinfecting the water. That means we have used microorganism in that. In the third level, chemicals are added to that so that the microorganism can be removed and make the water pure, so that can be consumed by us. The next is water recycling. Waste recycling. That means instead of throwing or instead of damaging, we can recycle. We can make it for reuse. Recycle can be defined as the process of reusing the non-biodegradable materials by changing them into new product. Non-biodegradable waste means the waste that does not mix with the soil. So this, instead of throwing it and dumping it in the soil, we can reuse them by changing some other product from that non-biodegradable waste. Recycling old products uses less energy and resources than the preparing of new products of the same kind. So when you recycle this old product into new product, it actually requires less energy and saves lot of time and money. So suppose if you want to make a new product, that will take lot of energy, that will involve lot of money, but instead of making a new product, if you recycle an old product for your reuse, then you can save energy as well as money. For instance, waste plastic water bottle can be recycled to form new toys for children. So for example, like plastic bottle can be recycled, can be made into new product like soft toys like toys for the small children. So by this we have come to the end of the explanation of this chapter. So children, please go through this chapter, read this chapter properly, and then try to find out the multiple choice answers. Otherwise, in the next class I'll send the answers for you. So for today, up to this much. Thank you, class.